Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you another favorite of ours with cabbage. You know, we are doing cabbage dinners or breakfast. If you haven't watched previous videos, I'm gonna attach them here. So in today's video we are using British mincemeat from M&S. That's 5% fat. You will need a cabbage. I'm using a sweetheart cabbage, which I cut half for coleslaw. If you haven't seen that coleslaw video, I will also attach it down here. I'm using Filippo Berio extra virgin olive oil. You can use whatever oil you like. You will need some onions. I use red onions. If you like white onions, you can use that, or spring onions. I'm using pink Himalayan salt from Tesco. That's Tesco Finest. I'm gonna be using some dark soy, M&S dark soy sauce. You will need some mustard. With this recipe we normally like to use seeded mustard or the English mustard, but we only have the Dijon mustard, so that will do. Because we are having this cabbage and beef with pasta today, I'm using Italian herbs, seasoning from M&S. I'm also gonna add some sweet paprika, and this is also from M&S, sweet paprika. Now we like to add a bit of Chinese spice. That's from Schwartz. Yes, Chinese spice if you have, you do not have to. With other seasoning you can use beef seasoning or pork seasoning. I've used both and they both are nice, so you can use either. And so to eat with that, we're having fresh fusilli from M&S, and yeah, I'll cook that later. So for now, let us start with cutting onions, frying a bit of meat, and then I'll show you next. You will also need some garlic, but it's optional if you like to use garlic or not. That's up to you. So I'm going to be using 2 cloves of garlic. Cut the onions. Oh my goodness. So once the onions are softened and they are starting to get brown, then I'll add in my meat. If you like to add spices to the onion or to the meat, but whichever way, I think it's gonna taste alright. So this is what I like to do. I'm just gonna break the meat up. Sometimes our cooker does that when something wet falls onto this dial here. So I don't know if your cooker does that. So I'm just gonna mix this and then cover it. So at this point, that's about after 3-4 minutes, it's when I'm gonna be adding, you know, all the spices. So I'm gonna lower the heat a bit, then just randomly just add in stuff. So start with pork seasoning. Pork seasoning, that's sage and onion. Just sprinkle a bit around. You can put as much as you like, if you like too much spices or not. A little bit of Chinese spice, a pinch of Italian herbs, a teaspoon of paprika, a little bit of soy, and 2 teaspoons of mustard. So at this point I'm just gonna mix all the seasonings together. Add a little bit of water or cream or whichever you like to add on. So a little bit of water or tomato sauce, tomato tins, but we prefer just a little bit of water. So I'm just gonna mix this, put a bit of water, cover it, and go have a shower. Everything in, and we cook this one for 6 minutes. And while this one is cooking, because it cooks pretty fast, it's fresh pasta, then we're gonna have a look at this one. This is how it looks, nice and juicy. Now it's time for me to add the cabbage while the noodles are cooking. Or you can organize yourself however you like, but as you can see, it's really nice and juicy. Now it's time to add the cabbage, and adding cabbage depends on how much cabbage you want to have. So I think I cut a little bit too much. I'm just gonna place it somewhere. So I think that should be enough, or a little bit more. You can never have enough cabbage. So that's what happens. So you can put as much as you want or as little as you want. And then I'm just gonna cover that and simmer the cabbage while these ones are cooking. Or if you like to mix it, you can mix it so it cooks faster if you're pretty hungry. So I'm just gonna mix everything in and then cover it up.
Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started out.
You can never have enough vegetables. So this is zucchini, and that's olive oil, onion, and some pepper. Over here it's all ready. You can hear the sizzling of my zucchini, but this is how it looks. It's nice and juicy. So like I said, if you want more juice, you can add tomatoes or you can add cream. My noodles are ready, so it's time to serve. With our milk, we always get milk which, you know, generates a lot of cream, like you can see in here. So I'm just gonna use that cream for our noodles instead of butter, which is gonna make it nice and creamy. So I'm just gonna scrape everything from there into the noodles. Just appreciate this bowl. Anyway, I'll serve my son here first.
My regular